Good evening traders, it's Paul from iwannabeaforextrader.com. We're going to look at the new SignalTrader strength indicator. Okay, it's nothing like you've ever seen before. It uses the average percentage strength of the currency pair compared against all the other currency pairs. Now we've got that actually in this table, so you can see the makeup of it. This is percentage strength. And we've also got it in this new indicator down here called the SignalTrader strength indicator. Now this is a real live trade. This is actually placed by the robot. Those of you who've been following SignalTrader, it's now got a robot mode, and so orders are automatically placed when it sees this sort of trade setup. Now let's just go through the trade setup the robot's seen. So we've got a bearish move obviously here. You can see that SignalTrader's plotted these white dotted lines here are the resistance and support, and you can see it's bounced pretty much off the support. But SignalTrader knew it was going to bounce off the support anytime soon here, and you can see this yellow line underneath here. You see that's a long signal. There's the long signal there. Now one of the things about trading is, if you enter too early, of course you get stopped out. If you enter too late, you don't get as many pips as you perhaps could. So it's finding the perfect entry. Now SignalTrader does it more or less. SignalTrader actually looks at this. At that point, SignalTrader okay, let's go back a bit. So basically, let's say I place an entry order, a long entry order here with SignalTrader. Okay, the robot does at this point because it sees the gold. Okay, which is what happened. It will move the entry order down with this red dotted line, which is actually the bearish stop. Moves it down, moves it up, moves it down. Now when it sees, so it's got this signal to place the entry order on, but it's not time to actually place the trade yet. When it sees this, you can see this cross where the bearish pair becomes weaker, and now we're in a bullish trade. Okay, so SignalTrader then stops moving this stop. Okay, so in fact it stops moving this stop, and what happened actually is this pair decided to break up, take the entry order and go in, and now it's 36 or something pips in profit. Let me just have a little peek at that. So it's 33 pips in profit at the moment. SignalTrader's managing it. It's night, so I can kind of wait for it. So this basically allows, if you're a manual trader and you don't want to use the robot to find the orders, I basically let the robot find the trades. Okay, and I let it put the entry orders on, and it'll actually take the entry order. The robot will take them off. If, for instance, right now, if you put an entry order now, the robot will, if the robot saw gold in a buy here, it wouldn't even consider this as an order because the risk reward is too small. This one's only got another sort of 40 pips to go till profit. Let's see what the target for this order is. You can see that red dotted line. That's the robot's thoughts of where we're going. Yes, so you see we've got 120 odd, 119, let's say 115, let's be conservative, pips target that SignalTrader set up. Okay, this isn't an order I put on, it's a robot order. So what we're waiting for is, actually this is a standard break, hook and go. It's broken up, we're hooking back, and I expect it to continue up probably all the way. Okay, I'll keep an eye on it, and the only time I'll take it off is if I see gold going the other way, because that starts, and that'll be at the end of it, because that's starting to suggest that we've got a turnaround coming. So so that's it really. So that's how this new SignalTrader strength meter works. Basically it allows you to see where a currency pair is at, and when it actually does go bullish, we get to enter the trade. It has to break up through, but SignalTrader will stop moving the entry order. So basically SignalTrader is a sophisticated piece of software. Okay, don't expect it, and some people complain. I know that sometimes it makes MetaTrader run a little bit slower, and we are working on ways around that because it is a very sophisticated piece of software. Okay, it's doing a lot of calculations per currency, and it's running on all the major currencies. So yeah, I mean, look at this. Here's another one, Aussie CAD. The entry would have been this candle here. If I draw a straight line from that one straight up, where does it come in? That candle there. You'd have seen it. The robot actually would have taken the trade there, and it would have actually closed the trade there if the robot would have done it. I don't know if there's enough pips there, but that's the way it works. So there's the gold sell signal. There's one actually there. There's a sell signal. So it would have moved the entry order up with this pair, and when the cross happens, boff, down it comes, and it very quickly hits the target and bounces off. and you see it doing it again. Look, you see there's just get rid of that. So there's some other things going on. So if you were in a lot looking for a long, you probably actually wouldn't enter a long on this because there's no gold signal, so it hasn't got the power of the short. So that's just basically how the this SignalTrader strength system works. So that's quite a complicated trade. Here's another one. Look, see there's a short Aussie Chief. There's a short there. You can see there's the same sort of picture, isn't it? It's the Aussie dollar doing. They've dropped the Aussie dollar, so same sort of picture. You can see it revving up to make the U-turn. Look at how close it's absolutely bouncing on the white dotted line. There, you can see it, and it crossed over at that point here, and it's come down. Okay, where's it going? Well, at the moment, it's kind of stuck on that white dotted line. If it breaks that, we go all the way down. Okay, same thing. Look at this lovely head and shoulders going on here. There's the shoulder. It's a reversal signal. There's the head. And there's the shoulder. Now, this isn't a trade we take, except that here, look on that, there's a little bit of gold on the top of that, so you could have taken an entry order here. It would have entered it at this point here, but it hasn't got far to go, has it? It's only got to go down there, and it never actually makes it before it rallies back up again. So this is probably not a trade we take. Why is that? Because the potential pips is too low. You can tell that just by looking at it. So SignalTrader the robot requires 55 pips target or more for it to actually take a trade, and in this case there's trades 9 pips or just about hits 56 in the extension, but at the point of this one it only had 9 pips, so I wouldn't be interested in that. It's very fussy about trading, is SignalTrader. So again, here's another one. Look at this one. You see again, EuroCAD, SignalTrader doesn't take it because the targets are too tight. Targets are too small. If the targets are too small, SignalTrader won't take it. Okay, it'll only go for trades where there's a good potential of us actually making a big move. And so we're now 31 pips in profit in this one. I'm trading $1 a pip on this account. What are the ones that we got lined up? Euro Yen and Euro New Zealand in a short, I think they are. So that's Euro Yen and Euro New Zealand. Let's go and look at those. And of course, because it's moving it dynamically, what that means is that if it doesn't move, it doesn't take it, it doesn't break. Okay, so here we go. Euro Yen and New Zealand because of that short there. So it's saying they've had enough. Okay, and you can see, look, that's quite a good. There's a shoulder. There's a head. What do you think that is? Does it look like another shoulder? It's a bit of a rough one. So it's saying that maybe we're going to get a break down to here. At the moment, it's still long. Okay, so we'd be looking for the cross to happen for the breakdown, but SignalTrader will manage that. I don't have to worry about it. And if it just moves too slowly and gets too far and the target's gone and it doesn't break, SignalTrader will automatically cancel the trade. Let's look at Euro New Zealand. You can see there's a pattern going on here, so it is very complex how this works. Euro New Zealand, go and have a look at that one, see what we're doing here. Euro New Zealand. Okay, same sort of story. You can see that SignalTrader's lining up a sell, a short on it. Good plan, I think. Doesn't it look like a good plan? Where's the target? We'll look at that top there. Bounced off the bottom here. And so it's come all the way up here, like this. We've got this gold signal here. So this is early days for this trade. It's not time yet. Could be a few hours before that happens. You can see that was just a bit of congestion that's gone. You can see now there's the gold signal there. Alright, looking for the reversal. So we're waiting. SignalTrader will wait until they cross and will manage the trade appropriately. Okay, so you'll see that actually this will probably move down with the trade, because if it says this isn't powerful enough to break through, then it will take it off. That's really how the robot works. So you can see this one's at 27 pips, still going up. I can't actually lose that trade. Let's go and look at that Euro Aussie again. I'll get rid of that window so we can see more of the chart. Euro Aussie. Let's look at Euro Aussie again. Let's go back to this one. Now this is a standard, in my view, this is a hook. Okay, it's rallied up here. They've had to bring it back halfway to square it up, and now we're heading off up that way, hopefully, to this lovely target. Okay, just on this one. Okay, because there's loads of space, traders will like that and they'll take that. They'll probably want to go for it. So I'm just going to leave it on. Now what happens if it stops? Look at where my stop loss is. This is a long. There's my stop loss there, and there's my entry there. So that means that it's probably, if it stops out right now, let's say it suddenly decides to drop and stop out, I'm still going to make $15 out of it. Even if it stops out, I cannot lose this trade. So what am I going to do? I'm going to leave it in, because there's no point me doing anything else except leaving it in. And if you look at the you look at this here, okay, to signal a reversal, both of these two have to be above and below those white lines, okay, and then you'll see that gold signal appearing. This one here, you'll see that signaling a reversal. So if it was coming back the other way with power and strength, which it isn't here, okay, you would see there is a tiny bit of a gold signal there. You see that reversal signal there? Okay, there's your entry, this candle here, and down it comes and it bounces off there. So that's it really. I suppose I could go on forever. I could go on forever talking about how SignalTrader does it, but basically all you do is you go to the website like this, okay, you set robot mode on, and then you don't have to think about finding the trades. It manages that for you, and it automatically, if you look at these, if we go to the end of it, you see the comments, they all say ST robot. These are trades all placed by the robot. Okay, I manage them, I get involved, sometimes I close them too soon. This morning I closed a 30 pip trade that happened overnight. I should have left it on because it had another 40 pips to go, and I came out of it. I was a bit annoyed at myself because I came out of it too soon. See, like before, I would be tempted to close this. What's the point? What's the point of closing it? Okay, worst case, I get $15 out of it. Best case, we get up there and we get 112 out of this trade, and that's a robot trade. Okay. The other thing that might happen, of course, is it might do this. It might get up to here and then decide to change direction for some reason, maybe some news or something like that. But what will happen is this stop will be pushed up with it. Okay. Once the SignalTrader stop has been moved inside the entry order, it will never let it go back down that way. Okay. If it's had the power to break it up, it won't take it out. So anyway, if you're interested in SignalTrader trading system and getting hold of a robot that can see turns in the market and waits for them and gets its entry and everything like that, you want to go to www.iwanttobeaforextrader.com. I'll just pull it up on this lovely old Firefox, www.iwanttobeaforextrader.com, and go to this website here. There's an introductory video which doesn't actually include the latest editions, and there's some different things. You can click on info here and that will tell you how it works, and then you just subscribe, send us your Forex account numbers, you get all the software, you get all the technical support and everything to go with it. So we'll get you set up, we'll get you running, and I hope that you have a good night. It's www.iwanttobeaforextrader.com. There's a blog at www.dailyforextrader.me. Thanks for watching.